Hi, this is me, anonymously. So, 2 weeks has gone by and Marla's done working on the West Coast. She hops a flight and heads back to the city that I'm living in to hang out with me for a few days. This time her layover is a little bit longer. I personally had just returned home from going out of state to a car show. Myself and some friends had left and headed north for the weekend of hot rods and live music. On the way up, my oil pan blows out and I have to pull over because all the oil has now emptied out of my motor and onto the interstate and every car behind me. Luckily, we were able to find a parts store and we were also able to fix the car on the side of the road. Then, while still going up, we hit a torrential thunderstorm where the interstate flooded out in certain places. My windshield wipers didn't work on this car, and so myself and the guy with me, we had to pull over, put Rain-X on the windshield, and then we had to use squeegees that we stole from a gas station to keep the windshield clean. Once we got to the location of the car show, we met up with some more friends, and we all got food and ended up heading to the venue where all the music was. Turns out the concert was completely sold out, but fortunately I was able to weasel my way through the back door, and I got to see all the bands I wanted to see. Now, as usual, I don't remember much of that night at all, and I ended up waking up in a random parking garage with my car still running and heavy metal music blaring out of the car, with me laid across the two front seats, and both front doors were wide open, and I still had a cigarette in one hand and a half-empty bottle of Jack Daniels in the other. I got up, tried to figure out where I was and how far away the hotel was. I ended up not being too far from the hotel, went and got a shower, and found myself a Waffle House. We all convoyed home that night, and then a couple days later, Marla showed back up at the airport and I brought her home. Marla didn't stay with me long because she needed to get back home, but she stayed with me long enough that I felt like I never wanted her to go anywhere ever again. The night before she left, we had a really long talk about what we wanted out of each other and from each other, and we both decided that we wanted to try and figure out how to date and be together exclusively. We ended up making a plan that she would go home for about a month, and then she decided she wanted to move to me because I don't believe it was in any way possible for me to move to her. So once again, she gets on a flight, heads home, and we're back on the phone talking almost every night until the day after her birthday when she shows up back at my home, and at this point, we are now inseparable.